everybody. Welcome back to Two Old Crows Homestead. Shelly here. I was looking on my calendar and I noticed that it's been a while since we made this. This is the Mullein Tincture. When I cut up all those mullein leaves and made put 100 proof vodka in here to make a tincture. It says on there that I did it on 7/15. Tomorrow will be exactly 2 months. It says that you're supposed to let this sit for 6 to 8 weeks. So we're almost at 8 weeks. So I'm gonna actually make the tincture now. Okay. So what you're gonna need to do this, obviously you're gonna need mullein that's been sitting in 100 proof vodka or whatever you're putting it in to make your tincture for at least 6 to 8 weeks. You're gonna need a strainer. You're gonna need some cheesecloth, muslin cloth, whatever you want to call that. You're gonna need that because those mullein leaves have those little bitty fine hairs on them, and we don't want that going into our tincture. I'm gonna use my canning funnel because I'm gonna be putting it into this jar initially just to catch all of it. And it just makes it easier because this will sit inside my jar here like this, and then I'll set my strainer inside of that, and it just kind of works. This is how I strain my lard, so. And then I've got a spoon to get the mullein out. And then for the final part, I've got these little blue bottles. You should use colored dark bottles. Those amber ones will work. These will work. They've got some lids like this. And so I've got 3 of these bottles. I may need to dig out some more because I'm not sure how much this is gonna make. And, but I've got 3 of them. And then one of them, I'm gonna put this on. And I'll talk to you about what the book says about dosages when I get to that part. Now, if you remember, I made 2 of these jars. The other one, I'm just gonna let it set because it doesn't go bad. So I'm gonna let it sit in my pantry, and it's underneath the shelf. It's dark back there. And when we use up what's in here from this one, then I'll open up that one and make the other, strain them and make the other bottles. All right. So I've got some pint mason jars here. And like I said, I'm going to put my funnel in there and then my strainer. And then I'm going to lay my muslin in there. Or cheese, that's actually cheesecloth. I keep saying muslin. All right, I'm going to open this. Doesn't really have a smell. I'm just gonna start getting some of the pieces out. I'm going to, pour the vodka into it, but I just wanted to get some of the pieces out of the way so it didn't like clump up and fall over in there. I knew I needed some paper towels. I'm glad I got some right here. I'm gonna end up with more of this on my table than I am in a bottle to use for medicine. All right. That is making a pretty brown color. And I need to get my other bottle open because I think it's going to runneth over. Or my other jar open. Almost. Check that out. Isn't that pretty? I think I'm gonna have to strain it again. I kind of see some things floating around in there. Maybe do like 4 layers of cheesecloth. I'm going to take all the corners, kind of twist this around, squeeze out all of the juice that I can out of it. And y'all, this is the first time I've ever done this. Actually straining a tincture. So there may be tools to do this more efficiently. Let me put a few of these back in here. Ah! I dropped one. It'll be all right. There's probably tools to strain this stuff and do this more efficiently. I'm sure there's probably some way to twist all this out of these. I mean, you know, like use something that spins around to get all the juice out of it. But this will be all right. And as far as this goes, the mullein leaves, I'll just take that out and put it in my compost. Let's see if I can fish that one leaf out. Yep, there he is. That's definitely gonna have to be strained again, right? All right. Set this over here. I'm actually gonna get a couple more jars and some muslin. I'll be right back. Not muslin, cheesecloth. All right, this time I'm using 4-ply. So I'm just gonna move my stuff over here. And I got a quart jar. It should all fit in there. I'm gonna lay that up there and I'm going to pour this through there. I am making a mess, y'all. A mess. Now I'm going to pour this one in there. I did better with this one. Oh, that looks better. That looks clearer. Isn't it pretty? I'm definitely going to need more of these jars. I do have some brown jars that have spray bottles or spray attachments on top. I could put them in there temporarily, but yeah. All right, and there we have it. We've got a mullein tincture. I'm so excited. So my metal funnel was too big for this bottle, but I have this little plastic one, and that's what we're going to use to put the tincture into the bottle. I'm about to overfill it. I feel like you're watching just a hot mess happen, because that's what's happening here. All right, that looks good. And again, end up with more on the table. So let me just set this off to the side. Okay, so I have this little dropper that will fit inside of this. And obviously I need to put a label on this. And I'm gonna store this one like this. But my other blue bottles, I'm going to store with a lid on them, because this stuff that's in here can evaporate out of this plastic stopper. But I wanted one with a dropper in it, because that is how I will administer this stuff. So according to my book, let me show you my book. I love this book. According to this book, so this is the Herbal Medicine Maker's Handbook, a Home Manual by James Green. I love this book. According to this book, the dosage of this is 2 to 3 milliliters up to 4 times a day. So you just need to measure on your dropper, because that's a milliliter dropper, and you just need to measure how much that is. They don't have markings on them, but if you put some in there, measure it out, you can figure it out. But I wanted to read to you what this book says, and I think I may have read this to you in the other video that I did when I was cutting up the mullein and using it to make the tincture. It says, mullein is expectorant, an extremely beneficial respiratory remedy that tones the mucous membranes, reduces inflammation, and stimulates fluid production, thus facilitating expectoration. Is that right? Expectoration, yes. It is also demulcent. I have no idea what that is. A diuretic, that's getting rid of water. A nervine, helping with nerves. Antispasmodic, muscle spasms. Alternative, astringent, anodyne, vulnerary, and anti-inflammatory. I like the anti-inflammatory part. The oil infusion of the fresh flowers is particularly effective for soothing and healing any inflamed surface and easing ear problems, which is why I made the mullein garlic earache oil, and that's doing its thing right now. And it eases pain in earaches too, but that's the oil. As a fomentation of the leaves, it is excellent for local application to any inflamed parts. So it reduces inflammation. So I'm assuming that means that if it gets, like if you get a rash or something, it would help with that. That's pretty cool. You could make a poultice with the leaves and put that, on your skin, put a bandage around it. Mullein is pretty stinking awesome. So anyway, all of those things, upper respiratory, congestion, cold, all of that kind of stuff, 2 to 3 milliliters up to 4 times a day of this, and it'll help. So yeah, let me know if you're making this, trying this, you have tried it, you love it, you hate it. Let me know. Tell it, or I don't know why I can't talk today. Put a message down in the comments. If you like this, if you want to share it with a friend, go ahead and do this. Be sure to share the how to make the tincture video that I did 2 months ago. I'm not sure what number that is, but it was from like July 15th or 16th that I made that video. So go back and watch that one, how to make the tincture, and then this is how to strain the tincture and how to use it. Make sure that you store it in a dark bottle in a cool place. Anyways, I hope you all have a fantastic day, and I will talk to you later. Bye. Yeah, God bless you. Have a great day.